I spent my last drop of stamina. I tracked him through the ash. Wilson, the mutant beast, not too far from our hive. I sounded the horn, I set the rally. I waited for my brothers. But out here in the wasteland, honor is a myth.
I found him waiting in the desolate grave. The Willson'S zombie boss, our ultimate prey. I called my alliance, I set up the line. A 1-minute rally, I thought he was mine. We loaded the rifles, we fueled up the tanks. Hope was a fire that warmed up the ranks. The timer ticked down on the radar screen, the most beautiful victory I'd ever seen. But then came the march from the dark of the sky. Another alliance, I watch my dreams die. They flash with their diamonds, they sped through the night. They bypassed my army and stole all the light. It isn't a game and it isn't a joke. I watch my reward turn to ashes and smoke. They swoop from the shadows, they sever the vein, and leave me with nothing but sorrow and pain. I see their blue arrows cut over my red, racing right past to the Lord of the dead. They burn through their diamonds to quicken the pace. A premium currency spat in my face. My troops march so slowly, the mud slows their feet, while the thieves fly like eagles to steal my defeat. The notification pops up on my screen, target already defeated. It feels so obscene. But then came the march from the dark of the sky. Another alliance, I watch my dreams die. They flash with their diamonds, they sped through the night. They bypassed my army and stole all the light. It isn't a game and it isn't a joke. I watch my reward turn to ashes and smoke. They swoop from the shadows, they sever the vein, and leave me with nothing but sorrow and pain. They post in the world chat, they mock my defeat, while I sit in the ruins of a broken retreat. I try not to cry, they tell me to cope, but they didn't just steal the kill, they stole my hope. It's not fair, God, it's just not fair to buy your way past the commander's despair. I rallied the vanguard, I answered the call, just to watch those scavengers swallow it all. Disbanded, my troops marching home empty-handed. Just dust on the wind. Why waste your diamonds? So many diamonds. You don't want your diamonds. You laugh at diamonds. That Wilson was mine.